Not again. A teenager shot on the porch. Why it might be the third time in 2 months a stray bullet pierces the body of an innocent person. Sounding the alarm. Tonight, parents and police on the hunt for this man accused of demanding a little girl get in his car. What else you need to know to get him off the streets. And fire fury.
It was getting so heavy, hectic, and the firefighters got here and it was just up in flames.
After flames devour their apartments, residents complain about problems with smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. Tonight, we're getting answers from management.
New at 5:30, Sharon's back to explain this. Sharon.
Yeah, you're laughing, Ben, but it was pretty explosive. The model seen here with her cat, Victoria, apparently caused quite the stir, so much so that the military had to get involved.
I'm from Czech Republic in Prague, and my favorite place.
This is 34-year-old Zaneta Husakova, an international model from the Czech Republic. She was one of 250 on board this Condor flight from Las Vegas to Frankfurt, Germany Friday, when she demanded access to her so-called comfort cat that she'd taken on board.
I heard she got a cat with her on the plane, and the plane crew didn't know that she was going to take the cat on the plane.
The plane was diverted to Denver with a fighter escort after a flight attendant was reportedly struck by the screaming woman. A passenger took this video as the model was escorted off the plane from a very different type of runway than in her work.
I think this woman was mentally ill.
Hi from Mallorca, absolutely loving it here. Mwah.
Online posts indicate she has participated in numerous beauty contests and modeling shoots. But for passengers stuck in Colorado for a day, she was trouble.
She was a little bit crazy.
Right now, we're starting with breaking news out of Turner Field. Sad news about tonight's Braves game. A fan sent us this video of the aftermath of what happened. We're told a man fell from the upper deck and has died. Minutes ago, Atlanta police held a news conference.
This man's tragic fall was witnessed by a lot of people in this stadium, including a lot of children. After all, this was a baseball game. Happened right in the middle of the 7th inning. And we got some video from a fan who was inside the game. They sent this paramedic activity. These are people rushing to that man's aid right after he fell from the upper deck down to the concrete behind home plate. They did everything they could to try and save him. He was alive when he left the stadium, but by the time he got to the hospital, he had already died. Police couldn't estimate how far that distance was, but it was pretty far. This is what police had to say in the press conference.
The individual, as a male in his early 60s, was transported to Grady Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Right now, preliminary investigation reveals that there's no type of foul play, but we need to wait till the medical examiner rules on the cause of death.
That fire breaking out of the Highlands at East Atlanta. Some residents, and you can see, by the way, in that amazing cell phone video there, say that there was not enough water to fight this fire. DeKalb County officials say the hydrants were working, but the pipes just weren't large enough to pump enough water in to battle a fire that big.
There was more fire than there was water available for us to use just coming out of a single hydrant.
It's not reasonable or feasible to look at this in terms of replacing the entire water infrastructure, and that's what it would take to ensure that every single hydrant had enough capacity to put out a large structure fire.
Well, County spokesman Burke Brennan says it would cost billions of dollars to dig up the old pipes and install larger ones.